Greetings, dear readers, viewers, and listeners, and welcome to this next edition of the Autistic SuperBlog's The Hot Take. This one is going to touch on a lot of things, so it might touch on some things that are political. This is not meant to be a political post or anything like that, but it is something to really get us talking about what we need to be doing as self advocates. Now, I know that word has gotten through of the passing of Judith Judy Human on March 4th. Now, people might be wondering why I'm talking about this now, when her death was announced on March 4th. Obviously, you can imagine life got in the way. I just wanted to say that I join my fellow self advocates in praying for the repose of her soul and for wanting to make sure that her fight for the mother of the disability movement, to make sure they to make sure people know that we're not giving up the fight. I mean, I could say it for myself, but I can't say it for anyone else. But I'm not going to be giving up the fight anytime soon because there's so much to talk about. There's so much communication that has to be done. There's so much that has to be utilized in our communities to make things better for all of us. Um, I just wanted to touch on this. I just wanted to touch on that before going into the next one, because the next one's going to be a little bit easier for me to talk about. As you guys may have heard a couple of weeks ago, there was a rally in New York, um, and it went about as well as you expect. There was a lot of people out there, like standing room only, and it was just so heartwarming to see all those people talking about supporting direct support professionals or DSPs, and as well as they should, and I do as well. Um, and to be honest, direct support professionals aren't paid nearly enough as what they should be, because they always do such a great job for us in the community. I always joke, I always say flippantly that everything we're able to do is because of what they're able to do. But that couldn't be far. But that couldn't be closer to the truth. They do a lot for us, especially. And I mentioned this. I'm going to be mentioning this during another part. During the last 3 years of the pandemic, I mean, direct support professionals have been working to help us, to support us in the community, and they've been really doing what they can to kind of support us in our in what we've been dealing with during the pandemic. Um, and talking about it on here on YouTube and on other platforms was basically the only way I could find to get my point across, to get my voice across, so that everyone would be able to hear me. And obviously, it's worked. So I just want to say to all the direct support professionals that are out there right now, that are out there even now in this snowstorm, I just want to be the first to say thank you so much for everything you guys have done. To say you guys have done a lot for all of us is is a major understatement. You guys have done so much, and I just want to say thank you to all the people from the day habs to habs to everyone in between. Thank you all so much. Now this one's going to be for the disability advocates, for the self advocates out there. As you know, we've suffered a loss, but that does not mean that we should give up the fight. Far from it. We should double our efforts. We should see we should see those that came before us as a calling card to say, "Hey, we could do this. We'll help. We'll do what we can." That being said, I know that there's a lot of things that might be outside of people's controls, but what's stopping us? What's stopping us from using social media, using things like YouTube to kind of get the point across, to kind of get our word out there that our lives and our futures and our voices matter. To say that it's something that's a habit of mine is an understatement. And I've only realized up to now. I mean, you guys may have seen it in a recent blog post on my poetry packed out, that I just came to realize that poetry is my way of processing my emotions, those big emotions that feel so overwhelming, so all consuming that sometimes we can't see. We pretty much are in like a perfect storm. If you've ever seen the movie of the same name, you understand where I'm going with this. Where the winds, the rain, the lightning, the thunder is going all around you, and it just feels a little bit overwhelming. I just want to use my voice to let you all know that you're not alone, that we are all in this together. We can use the past to remind ourselves of what we can do, but we've got to be able to think about what the future can hold for us. The future is held with so much promise in the community out there. I mean, I could say from my personal experience that I could say that there are a lot of times when I've felt overwhelmed, but I also realize that I'm not alone. Um, so I just want to say to all the self advocates, to all the DSPs out there, thank you all so much for all you guys have done. Know that you're not alone. Know that we're all in this together, and we can overcome anything we put our minds to if we work together. So that's going to be my bit of a take on this. I wanted to do something that was a little bit condensed, um, and I hope it worked. This is to all the advocacy agencies out there that want to help us out. Let us know that we are willing and able to help out however we can. But also, don't be afraid to look at new technologies too. Look at what we can do when we put our voices together. Um, so that's. I know this is a little bit rambling, but this is going to be. I just hope that the voice got across that we're not alone. So I wanted to give a pep talk to everyone out there to kind of let them know that not only are we not alone, but we can do everything together. So if you like this video, check me out on the Autistic SuperBlog, .wordpress.com, and you can check me out here on the Autistic Super channel on YouTube. Stay safe, stay strong, stay positive, and as always, shine on.